Welcome back, and many thanks for staying with us right here on the #1 breakfast show in the country, Morning at NTV. My name is Romy Busiku. We want to talk about Airtel and what they have in store for you as a big customer. Simon Biamukama, the head sales acquisition, is already here in studio to expound more on what promotions are there from Airtel. Very good morning, sir.
You are most welcome.
Okay, help me understand. You have big news, like I hinted for my viewer, from Airtel. Acquaint us. What's the latest coming in from Airtel?
Well, we have business opportunities for our people out there, the business community, in terms of people interested actually in doing business with Airtel.
People interested in doing business with Airtel. Because
Absolutely.
I do know the onset of the pandemic rendered many unemployed.
Absolutely.
So what kind of jobs do you have?
We do have opportunities in one, becoming a SIM seller for starters, and then also number two, one actually becoming an Airtel Money agent.
I can become an Airtel Money agent. Just then, what do I need? What are
Absolutely.
Yeah, what are the requirements?
It's a very simple thing to do. You do not have, it's absolutely free of charge. You do not have to pay any security deposit or anything, absolutely nothing. All you need to do is have a registered business name, come to us with the certificate of incorporation, come to us with a passport photograph, a colored passport photograph. Then also you need to give us a TIN number, a valid trading license. You need to give us a national ID, a copy of your national ID.
What if I don't have a national ID?
If you do not have a
That is
national
the sticky
ID,
point.
if you do not have a national ID for starters, and you are probably maybe a foreigner, we do give opportunities to foreigners as well. People will come in with their passports, valid passports. People will come in with their valid passports with the valid visas or valid immigration stamps and visas. So it's absolutely easy. So you do not actually have to go through a hassle of I don't have a national ID, maybe I can have a passport, or maybe I'm not a Ugandan, I may not be able to do business in Uganda. It's very simple. You also need an LC letter introducing you. And a number of these people actually, you may find that he may actually need to hire another person, to employ another person. So we will need a copy of an LC letter introducing that person you intend to hire to work for you.
But
as well.
Simon Biamukama, that is great news for the refugees in the settlements. I mean, being a foreigner, I'm a refugee in this country, I could become a mobile money agent.
Absolutely.
All I need is a passport.
All you need is a passport. Actually, refugees, we need an attestation form as well from the Office of the Prime Minister. And then also we need, in the event that you do not have that, you actually have refugee cards that are issued by the Office of the Prime Minister. So it is as simple as that to do business with Airtel as an Airtel Money agent.
1.3 million refugees within Uganda. There's an opportunity at Airtel. You could become a mobile money agent. All right, let's go ahead. What if I'm a local, yes, national right here in Uganda? I do not have a national ID. You do know this is a fact, Simon. Some nationals here in this country do not have national IDs. Are there any other options?
Unfortunately, it is regulatory. However, it is very easy to get a national ID at the moment in this country. You do understand very well. You go to NIRA and actually register. Unfortunately, it's regulatory, and you know exactly what has been happening around SIM registration. So it is actually for one to acquire any SIM card to either make voice calls or either to do business, one must have a national ID or a passport in the event that is a foreigner, or a refugee card or a refugee attestation card.
I have a SIM card, but I don't have a national ID. But then I'll tell you that the situation is really, really hard at NIRA, Simon Biamukama, because it will take you like 3 months to acquire this national ID. If not, if you want it real quick, you have to cough some 100,000 to 200,000 Uganda shillings. There's a lot of corruption going on at NIRA. I'll tell you right now because that's the fact. But then no other options, you're saying. I need this national ID, but if I do not have it, can I come with my NSSF ID, work ID, or any other form of identification, driving license?
Unfortunately, like I mentioned a little earlier, it's regulatory. It's the laws of the land require us to actually have national IDs for a person to actually do that.
I see.
Well, I may not actually get into maybe NIRA can actually speak for themselves.
Just go ahead. Let's focus on it. Go
Absolutely.
ahead.
Absolutely.
All right.
And then also there is an opportunity as, so that is Airtel Money agent.
Yes.
And
So
the entire process is absolutely free of charge. No,
And it's so simple.
sure.
So how does one become a SIM selling agent?
A SIM selling agent, all you need to do is as well present a business name, a registered business name that has been certified. Then you also need the, like I had taken you earlier, you need the certificate of incorporation in the event that you don't have. Then you also need a copy of a valid trading license because this country is governed, and you must have a valid trading license for you to be able to trade business with us. Then also you need to provide us with a copy of your 2 passport photographs, colored passport photographs. We also need a certificate of incorporation. Then we need a letter introducing you. A letter introducing you from the LOC. You know, from the LOC one where you stay. We've made it a little bit easy. We don't want to ask so many complicated issues, some complicated questions like bring land title, ABCD. We don't want to do that. You just give us a letter introducing you from your local LOC. Give it to us. Then also you'll fill a simple form. It is very easy, very easy. We have touch points across the country, over 2,000 of them. We have over 900 Airtel Money branch shops where you can actually go and get service. We have service centers. We have distributor outlets. It is pretty simple for you to get in there and actually have be a SIM seller. And then also we will definitely give you an equipment, a SIM selling equipment. That is a telephone and also a biometric fingerprint scanner that will enable you to do what? To sell SIM cards to any other person. And this entire process is absolutely free. The SIM card is absolutely free. And then also the biometric fingerprint scanner is free of charge.
And I was checking out here some of the literature, and you were saying that verification takes only 3 days. That is awesome.
It does take about 3 days, maximum 5 days for the two processes, to either Airtel Money agent or a SIM seller.
So when they submit all these documents, what happens within that space of 3 days?
What happens within the space of 3 days, we do actually process your documentation. We do some verification back end to make sure that whatever you're giving us is right or is in conformity with the rules of the land. Now, in the event that there is something that is not very okay, probably maybe you've not signed very well, maybe there is a small variance somewhere, we do get back to you and say, please kindly help us correct this small mistake that probably missed somebody's eye. And then that is why we're giving you about 3 to 5 days for you to be able to get a biometric fingerprint scanner and also to be able to get a phone.
The SIM selling agent, can they also get involved in replacement of SIM cards?
At the moment, no. At the moment, for the last about 3 months, it's not possible because we're abiding by the regulator. We're guided by the regulator, Uganda Communications Commission, and the SIM selling outlet is not supposed to do any SIM replacement. SIM replacements are done at designated service points.
So that requirement of a national ID could be actually expedited, because at the local outlet, you know, that person might be like, okay, Romeo Busuku, you have no national ID.
Sure,
we can do it behind the door. I also do know that you're also doing branding and advertising free of charge. Once I submit my documents, they are verified. You'll come to my location, I understand, and you actually do advertisement on my behalf. How does that work?
We do actually give branding materials and advertising materials to your outlet free of charge. We do give you posters, we do give you signages that are going to advertise your business. We do give you, in the event that you are a vendor, a street vendor, we do give you some advertising materials to support you. We do give you some literature, we do give you some stationery in terms of registration books. All that we give it out free of charge, absolutely. We don't charge any single coin.
What about issues to do with capital? How much money do I need as a mobile money agent to have on my account before I start engaging in that kind of business? Or does Airtel top up some of that money as a beginner?
Airtel does not top up for you.
All right.
Actually, you come with depending on the location you have actually identified in a specific location, it will give you traffic. We actually encourage our customers to identify locations that are high traffic, that are going to give them value in terms of high turnover. And then in terms of the capital, you need money that is actually going to make money for you. The more money you put in the business, the money that is going to make money for you. So if you actually come into the business with 20,000 shillings, 50,000 shillings, you won't actually be able to make a good amount of money in terms of commissions, because we pay our agents based on commissions that they earn. So for an average Airtel Money agent within the city of Kampala, you need about 300 to 500,000 shillings as capital, starting capital, and it will actually give you commissions at the end of the day.
And great news, commissions coming in?
Yes, commissions come in at the end of the month, because you keep as you send money for people and as you receive money for people, you do actually earn a commission of that.
I see. That is great news. Oh,
exactly.
Okay, Simon, what are any other great projects that you're working on as Airtel, besides these opportunities for SIM selling agents and mobile money agents? What else do you have in the pipeline?
There is quite a lot that you've seen in the pipeline. We are the biggest 4G network across the country. In terms of, we have unrivalable speeds, internet speeds.
Indeed.
Yeah, our brand is out there. We actually also engage in community service, in CSR activities that we're actually looking out to supporting the local communities in different locations. I guess you've been seeing that, what we're doing in the health camps. And then also we are the biggest sponsors of the Uganda Friends. Unfortunately, we didn't perform very well yesterday, but that's used for another day. But we've actually tried a lot to support the local football.
All right. I was saving this last question because it's really contentious. Some of these mobile money agents have been attacked left, right, and center. I wanted it to come last because it's not good for PR. But then individuals have been killed by robbers and so forth. So as me, a newbie who's entering the Airtel mobile money business, what kind of advice do you give me to ward off such attacks from unscrupulous individuals who would want to make away with my profit?
Okay, we do quite a number of sensitization, and there are quite a number of security sensitizations that we give to our customers, to our agents as well. So people need to be a little bit more careful not to attract. What is very, very important is we've seen people, we give people, our agents, we give them literature in terms of how to manage themselves and then also how to manage their businesses. One is you'll find that people are actually a little bit lax in actually abiding by the SOPs that we actually give them. We've noticed that a number of people, when you actually do a transaction at the Airtel Money agent, some people don't actually want to sign in that transaction book. So that actually poses a question. You'll actually look at a person, what is the intention of this person who does not want to sign in this transaction book? Maybe he does not want to leave traceability in terms of a fingerprint or anything. So we quite sensitize our people. And then also doing business with unscrupulous people, you will actually look at a person, look at him in the eyes, look at him in the clearly look at him. If a person comes and is masked all over, is putting on a hood, why should you actually transact with that person? And the person actually trying to ask so many questions. You need to look at a person who has come to transact. He will ask 1, 2, 3 questions, but he will not ask you so many questions.
They'll first say, do you have 100,000?
He will not be an expert.
Do you have 500,000? Just to know how much money you have on the account before they rob you.
Before they rob you, exactly. He will
so besides, registering all the clients, anything else as far as security is concerned that I could employ to protect myself?
You have to be extremely very vigilant and attain our security trainings that we actually give customers and we give our
weekly, monthly, yearly? We
do it daily. We do it nearly on a daily basis because we have our people on the ground who actually keep talking to these people on a daily basis, every day.
All right. Any last words for your customers, Mr. Simon? That is your camera.
Well, our customers out there, we do have a great opportunity for one to become a SIM seller and also one to become an Airtel Money agent out there. It is absolutely free of charge. We give you branding materials, we'll give you fingerprint scanners, we'll give you a telephone to use to do SIM registration, and it's absolutely free of charge. Get in touch with any of our service centers, get in touch with any of our Airtel Money branch shops across the country. You will definitely get service from Airtel free of charge. There will be nothing like some person asking you, pay a security deposit of X amount of money, pay this amount of money, there is processing fee, there is this and this, nothing. The only amount of money you need is for you to start business with Airtel.
The head sales acquisition, Simon Biamuka, many thanks for having made the time to acquaint the country about what Airtel has in store for the population in terms of employment. Thank you very much for coming through.
You're most welcome, Ronnie.
And of course, as far as Airtel is concerned, just simply call 100 for any registration inquiries. Yes, there will be a lady or a man on the other side to help you get through that hurdle. My name is Rami Busik. Of course, only such conversations can reside here on Morning at NTV. Godbatu Mushabe, the Executive Director, Great Lakes Institute for Strategic Studies, is already here. Mr. Tumushabe, I could already see you in the glass window. He shall be making his way to the studio to talk about current affairs. Also, Mr. Mike Sebalu,